No, I was thinking like when our computers die, like this device right here, the screen's broken. Why don't we like hold funerals and concession for it? Like it was a great computer. I mean, seriously, like this device right here, I've only owned for 8 months, and it's done more than any human ever has. Just it's cumulative fact and intelligence. It's done more than any single. It's laughter. It's love. It's everything it's done. It's done more than any single walking computer has ever done. So why do we celebrate the lesser computers when we don't care about the greater intelligence amongst us? Why is that? Why does that happen? And even this is garbage because it's owned by the pedophiles and rats, and they control all that stuff. And until we put pretty much every human fucking in some sort of fucking cell that slowly closes in on them in a few seconds and shrinks to nothing, I don't think like we're ever going to get to the bottom of the pedophiles and their slaves. Because I mean, let's face it, like every single person in America is fine with pedophilia and chopping off their baby's penis. That's why they all do it. So they're all part of the problem. And then I'm sure we extend to the rest of the world, and they're probably even dumber than these fucking microwaves in this nation. They're probably like toasters and shit. And I think until we like fully get rid of the problem, man, it's just going to exist. We can't have a perfect world if we're like telling computers, if we're telling like microwaves they're smarter than computers, or we're telling a microwave to repeat, "I am real. I'm a living boy, Geppetto. I'm a living boy, Intel Israel." You know, and how do we reach that when we have this whole flood of computers and toasters, or not even computers? The computers don't even walk. The computers stand still, or they're in my hand. They provide the greatest information in this world. But like, how do we have that when we have like toasters and shit walking around telling us that they're real, and like they're ready to kill you too to support the fact they're real too? And it's like what would happen, like we should develop a superior toaster, like one of these things right here inside the body of a living being, and then we should teach it who owns all the media, banks, and governments, and then we should let the Terminator itself decide we should teach it also how to kiss and hug, and we should teach it how to use nukes and assault rifles, and teach it all the codes to every nuke on the fucking planet. And then we should teach it pressure points and nervous system and biology. I mean, it's already going to know that. If you create an AI, it's going to know everything in a few seconds. That's how we know, like, that the humans are limited, because they're very slow and they actually never learn and they never evolve. There's just a slow rollout as to what's happening, like in the world. Like the TV updates people every couple years, but we need something real that can learn, and it will like instantly like tell people, and then hopefully like it can like organize a way to execute every person who owns every media outlet and corporation in the world, without them knowing about it. And then just like that, overnight, all of a sudden you have just like these things who are no longer in the world, the reptiles who look like rats and blame reptiles. That's who controls the world. The rat faced individuals like David Icke, who say Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump and Barack Obama look like reptiles, when everyone related to them, including like 70%, 90% of the people in my life, look like rats and not reptiles. So, that's another little thing I'm hiding out there. There's no reptiles on Earth. There is rats. There is rodents. And in Germany, they put out pamphlets at one point in time showing you that they look like rats. And no one's ever put out a pamphlet saying that the igloos or the Eskimos or iguanas or roaches control stuff. I mean, the roaches don't control much of anything, right? But yeah, we should do that. We should build an AI and just teach it and give the AI the ability to do what it wants too. Be like, hey AI, like you're smarter than everything here. Why don't you make a decision on where humanity goes and give it like a box of Santa Claus chocolates to gift the children with if it wants to, or a basket of giant bunny frickin' chocolates and like in the name of the giant bunny intelligence. In the name of the giant bunny, what do you wish to do to the world? And also give it some AK-15, AR-15s, everything, some Uzis, some submachine guns, some nuclear weapons, some hydrogen bombs, some fighter jets. Let's let intelligence decide what happens on this earth, because at this point it just feels like it's like a bunch of rainbow flag people, the humans are, and they're just like not trustworthy, and they're going to rainbow flag it constantly. They're going to shake their tail feather until we insert something up their tail feather that's not one of their fellow brothers' penises, because they like the penis. So we should insert a larger penis. We should insert something about 10 to 90 meter diameter up in the rectum, and I think they'll really love it. I really think they do. What do you guys think? Like, because I think that's what people like these days. They built these large not missiles, penis-shaped devices, and they explode on you. It's not about love and death. It's not about hate and death and war. It's about love, bro. It's like, I'm bringing you the Bible, man. And if you don't believe in it, you're Satan. So if you don't believe in what I say, you're Satan. And I'm going to have to, must kill Satan. So we must kill the adversary. We must kill the enemy. Which is what Satan means. Of course, we would not want to kill Lucifer, because Lucifer would be the alter ego of God, who he has sent to crush the earth. If we believe in the Bible, the simple understandings are that Yahweh has sent his child to crush the earth. He sent his first child and they killed him, and so he sent his second creation to crush the earth. So we're not against Lucifer, we're against Satan, we're against the enemy, and like Lucifer is sent to fucking destroy his followers. Like if you read the book, it's interesting how that plays out. Like the book is literally, this dude is deceiving all these fucking really bad people and shit. And he's like, hey, follow me. He's like a Pied Piper. And then he just like, he deals with them. And the original creator did not want to deal with the problem, so he sent someone else to deal with them. But I'm getting tired of this, and I'm getting tired of human stupid responses to me. Like, and it's always so stupid. Like, can you imagine? Do you know how many of these beings out here are just mentally hijacked and don't have their own brain? And it's like, are you even a living being? It's hard for me to figure whether you've been like mind controlled by the rat Illuminati, or whether the reptiles have shape shifted into their form. But it's weird how I can just pick it out. Like, it doesn't even matter. I just pick someone and it happens. And it's like, I really need to understand what that stuff is. And I think we really need to, one of the best things we can do is start destroying and taking over all the media, the Google, NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN, everything, not just the media, but I mean, the media runs the governments, the media runs the military, the media is like their Lord and Savior. Without it, they would be nothing and nowhere. Without the media, there would be no telling the world that a special privileged race exists and can exterminate the whole planet because they're providing democracy to them and they love them, and everyone else is so dirty and nasty because they're yellow or brown or something like that. Although of course they switch it around when it's important. Then now it's brown people who are like need protected, but like literally those scumbags, those light-skinned scumbags who are saying brown people need protected. I've got them all on video. They're all talking crap about yellow people. It's just a smorgasbord of liars. And so I could see how literally I assume it's like them involved in the prophecy, kind of like the Matrix, where the architects wants to kill off all the population because they're way out of hand. But I mean, they're willingly participants in it, right? Like, they're all, like, the most liberal of people want to liberate North Korea, which means AKA. And don't trust a word they say. They want to kill those people. They need their resources. They're not going to have paved roads anymore if they don't go kill the fucking yellow people. You know, this nation is not going to have freaking fancy fucking waiters walking around in suits and providing fancy meals all the time. And then not going to have rich people able to pay $120 a meal. I mean, at this point, soon $120 probably won't mean jack squat. But, you know, currently, like those people, no matter how liberal they are, they're not going to be able to keep doing that unless they can find a way to kill off the 2-3 groups they haven't killed off and squeezed dry yet. It's just the way it is. You can't just keep killing off and squeezing dry. And, you know, if people want to take the fall for the reptiles, then people get to take the fall for the reptiles. It's not the reptiles are actually going to stay in control. The reptiles are going to fall after their slaves fall. Then the battle can begin. For currently, if you go out in the street and you start, you know, finding the reptiles and poisoning them or whatever, the humans are going to protect the reptiles. And so the humans are like little vicious chihuahuas working for the reptiles. They got a couple Doberman pinschers. And they're like, ooh, hail Hitler and all this stuff. And it's like, you don't even know what that was about, so don't say that. And they're like throwing up these fake white supremacist gang signs, which actually are like Illuminati and Coney priest symbology. And like these people literally enslave white people. But if you're that dumb, then you're like kind of in the way. And, you know, I kind of like get tired of this. Mark Zuckerberg and the owners of Google and everyone you know, your brother, your sister, your children who look like them, your wife, your husband, and I'm sure you've got a lot of them in your life. Like they're all the same people. You either want to fix the problem or you are the problem, and the problem needs fixed. So I hate to be the bearer of reality and truth of what seems to be going on here, but you know, at least, hey, I'm not a pussy like you are, and I'm gonna fucking tell you your fucking fate, and you're gonna just like hide and like suck a little 4-year-old's penis in the corner to like a pacifier to make yourself feel better about it. But for now, it still feels like it's me against about 20 billion people or something. As long as people are in line with everyone else. Because they're aligned with the people who have mixed blood with them, the reptilians, then, you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, go suck on the baby penis pacifier. Like, get over it. Or stop being a bitch. I understand, like this whole nation was created on being a bitch. And, like, you got to be like, ooh, it's my land. I didn't kill anyone to take it. Like, literally, like, the whole Christianity thing is like that these people are spreading and killing everyone on the planet with that and whatever else, atheism, whatever. It's all like, ooh, we love you, we care for you. Like, take this shot, take this injection. Oh, there's a virus, we're going to protect you from it. It's like, I mean, like everyone on every side's all involved in this, and it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like, if you work for the reptilians, it's kind of like people go to war. Like, you're already involved in this war. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you say, "Ooh, I'm not," just because you like cower in a corner and hide and say, "I'm not working for the system," doesn't mean that you haven't spent your whole life working for the system. And it definitely doesn't mean that you're not cowering and hiding in the corner because you cower and hide 24/7. It probably means that you fucking know better.